Dear student, class 6, today I'm going to discuss about the chapter 1 CQ, 3 CQs, totally 3 CQ I will discuss. First one, Mr. Abul Hashim is a farmer. He not only produces food grains but also set up various textile factories. He exports clothes abroad to meet the demand of the country. What is the basis of the economy of Bangladesh in ancient time? Agriculture was the basis of the economy of Bangladesh in ancient time. Explain the type of business trade in antiquity. It means ancient time. Agricultural development and increase in industrial production paved the way for trade and commerce. Some market and shops were built up near the bank of the river. Most of the trade and commerce were done by river. Wari, Batishar and Pundranagar were prosperous river ports. Besides various ports of India, the products of the then Bangladesh were exported to Southeast Asia and Mediterranean region. In the 8th century, goods were exported to the Arab countries through Chattogram seaport. Look number C question. Explain how the agricultural products produced by Abul Hashim are comparable to ancient time. Actually, Abul Hashim is a farmer. He produces more crops, food grains. It's similar or it's like ancient times. In ancient time, Bangladesh was the main economic power is agriculture, and in this period farmers produced many crops like molasses, sugar made of sugarcane had reputation. Molasses and sugar were exported to other countries. Bangladesh had fame for the cultivation of cotton, mustard seed, betel leaf, several types of fruits like coconut, betel nut, mango, jackfruit, banana, fig, etc. were also remarkable. Number D question. Bangladesh's economy was depend on these products in ancient times. Give your opinion. Actually, Bangladesh's economy in ancient period depends on agriculture and trade, because agriculture and cottage industry, because the world famous muslin was made in Bangladesh and exported to other countries, and earthen pots, metallic pots and ornaments were made. For this reason, cottage industry and agriculture was the main main economy of Bangladesh in ancient times. Look scenario 1. Number 2 CQ. Scenario 1, ancient Bangla, surplus crops, Guru Griho. Scenario 2, ancient Bangla, famous of molasses, sugar, Chatushpati, and number 3, toll. Now we will go to the CQ A number question. Who composed Shadhukti Karnamrita? Shadhukti Karnamrita. Who composed? Actually, Sridhar Das composed the Shadhukti Karnamrita. Explain the religious life of ancient Bangla. It is anticipated that the stone age, the people of Bangladesh, like the people of other religion, worshipped high mountains, rivers, the moon, sun, and so on. In the historic period, Brahmin religion, Shaiva, Vaishnava, Shakto and Sharia and Ajbi community were dominating in Bangladesh like the other religions of the Indian subcontinent. Jain religion was also in existence in Bangladesh. However, under the patronization of the Buddhist ruler for a long time, Buddhism became the dominating religion. The Pala emperors were Buddhist, but most of the subjects were a Brahmin religion. Emperor Dharmapala took the policy of religion harmony. The high official in the royal court were selected from the Brahmin community. The prime minister of Emperor Dharmapala was a Brahmin, and 3 generations of their family were involved with Pala rule. In several copper plates, donation of land to build a Brahmin temple can be found. There was no discrimination between the Brahmins and the Buddhists. Religious harmony was one of the remarkable features of social life in the Pala era. Religious harmony and coexistence can still be found in Bangladesh. Next question, which has been indicated in scenario 1. Scenario 1, here there are 2 things in scenario 1, surplus crops and Guru Griha. What is surplus crops? Actually, in the primitive age of agriculture was the economic power of Bangladesh, and Bangladesh was surplus in agriculture. Bangladesh produced more food, and which food meet up our needs, and excess food is called surplus food. And it exported to the other countries. And Guru Griha, there is a system of a education. There is a system of education, Guru Griha. Actually, in the ancient Bangla, there are 3 types of primary school for the Hindus, such as Guru Griha, Chatuspati, and Patshala. The son of kings, minister, and aristocratic family took the privilege of Guru Griha. The Brahmin hermit lived in the forest, making a hut. Learners were left in the forest with him. Only Brahmin children and could read in Chatuspati. Here, Sanskrit was taught so that the learners could take higher education easily. The institution for higher education for the Hindus was called Tol. Hindus' religious books were the main subject to study at the Tol. So, we already discussed 2 things. Number 6 question. One is Chatuspati and another is surplus crops. Number D, scenario 2 shows that the people of ancient Bengal were advanced or ahead of many other countries in the world. Actually, in the 12th and 13th century, universities were built in various. If we see the glorious event in Bangla, we found in the 12th and 13th century, university was built in various European countries such as Bologna University of Italy, Paris University of France, Oxford and Cambridge in England, and so on. Even in the 18th century, many large Buddhist vihara were established in Bangladesh. By this time, in the ancient time, West Bengal and Bihar of India, in this Bihara, not only religious book but also medicine, grammar, astrology and various other subjects were taught. From this discussion, it is clear that ancient Bangladesh was more advanced in the field of education and than many other countries of the world. And scenario 2, look, scenario 2, famous of molasses and sugar, you describe or emphasis on 3 things. famous of molasses and sugar, Chatushpati and toll. You describe on these three things in the of the answer of your D. For the answer of your D, molasses, already we discussed molasses, famous molasses and sugar, Chatushpati and toll. It is clear that this period the people of ancient Bangla were advanced ahead many other countries in the world. Era 1. In this era, Turkish Muslim General Bakhtiyar Khilji introduced Muslim rule in Bangladesh. Era 1 and Era 2. In this era, two independent states named India and Pakistan were born. A new state called the People's Republic of Bangladesh is on the world map. At first, Chandidas was a poet of which era? Chandidas was a poet of Middle East. Why is Baro Bhuyan famous? The history of Bengal. Actually, Baro Bhuyan, the big Jamindar is called the Baro Bhuyan. This big Jamindar called the Baro Bhuyan. The great feudal lords, actually the great feudal lords of Bangladesh were called Baro Bhuyan. These Baro Bhuyan unitedly saved the independence of Bangladesh from the Mughals. You describe it for number 2, B number answer, and for marks 2. Look, here is a question. Why is Baro Bhuyan infamous of Bengal? Baro Bhuyan, the great feudal lord of Baro Bhuyan were called Bangladesh were called Baro Bhuyan. This Baro Bhuyan unitedly saved the independence Bangladesh from the Mughals. Eventually, in 1610 AD, during the reign of Emperor Jahangir, Bangladesh came under Mughal rule. Actually, they tried more. Losing freedom, Bangladesh became a province under the Mughals. In this country, indirect Muslim rule continued till 1757 AD. The Muslim rule in Bangladesh from Sultani to Mughal era is known as Middle Age. Number C. Era 1 refers to which era? Explain it. Look, Era 1. In this era, Turkish Muslim General Bakhtiyar Khilji introduced Muslim rule in Bangladesh. The Middle Age Bangladesh commenced after the Muslim had taken ruling power. In 1204 AD, the Turkish Muslim general Ikhtiaruddin Muhammad Bakhtiyar Khilji established Muslim rule in Bangladesh. How? Defeating the Sena king Lakshman Sena. After this event, Turkish Muslim general began to spread Muslim rule all over Bangladesh. Even before this, Muslim rule started in India. Delhi was their capital. Delhi was their capitals, and in this period, the general sent by the emperor of Delhi started to rule. Actually, Era 1 refers to Middle Age, and Bangladesh was far away from Delhi, and communication was not good at all. Full of wealth and riches of this country, the governor would declare independence instead of being governors under the sultans of Delhi. As soon as this news reached Delhi, and troops were sent to subdue the mutiny. In this way, through victory and defeat, the whole Bangladesh became independent at the point. This independence lasted from 1338 AD till 1538 AD. Meanwhile, the Sultanate era came to end in 1526. Then India was conquered by another Muslim power. Another Muslim power, they are known as Mughals. The Mughal dynasty begins in India, keeping Delhi at the center. From the beginning, Mughals tried to keep Bangladesh in their possession, but they were not successful. Muslim rule of Afghan origin defended the freedom of Bangladesh for some time. At that time, there was Afghan feudal lordship in Bahrain region. The renowned Afghan leader Sher Khan Shur saved Bangladesh from the attack of Mughals. Thus, independent Afghan rules began in Bangladesh in the subsequent time. Emperor Akbar is also could not conquer this country, our Bangladesh. And the Muslim rule in Bangladesh from Sultanate to Mughal era is known as Middle Age. Era 2 look is a significant epoch in the history of the Indian subcontinent. Analyze it. Actually, era 2 look, in this era, two independent states named India and Pakistan were born. A new state called the People's Republic of Bangladesh is on the world map. Our constitutional name is, our country's constitutional name is People's Republic of Bangladesh. Era 2, it means modern age. Actually, the people of Bangladesh, finally the English left the Indian subcontinent in 1947 AD. Then two independent states named India and Pakistan were born. Pakistan was a misfit state consisting of two different regions. The western part was called West Pakistan, and while the eastern part was called East Pakistan. The administrative power of Pakistan rested on the non-Bengali administrator of West Pakistan. They exploited the people of East Pakistan in various ways. Therefore, the Bengali got united to ensure their rights. They started a struggle against the Pakistani rulers. Eventually, in 1971, they plunged into liberation under the leadership of Father of Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. After 9-month-long bloody war, the Bengalis achieved victory on 16 December 1971, a new state named the People's Republic of Bangladesh. Actually, Rome was not built a day, just like Bangladesh was not built a day. For long struggle of 9 months, we got independence, and the Bengalis attained an independent state under the leadership of Bangabandhu, and it is one side of joy, great achievement. The red sun of blood stained independence spread the message of joy all over the lovely green country. So you have to read more. Actually, a total 3 questions made on the history of Bangladesh chapters, lesson 7 and 6 and 8, 6 to 9. So you read more. If you read textbook properly, you can answer properly. You can write the correct answer on your copies. So read more and stay safe. And please, everybody attend the exam and if you have any problem or query, please contact with me. Allah Hafiz.